Good morning. This is the morning message for January the 7th, 2026 here on Following Him, the Disciple Life. The passage we're going to begin our day with as part of January newness is Exodus 14 verses 12 through 13. And this is when the Israelites are at the banks of the Red Sea there. They're at the Red Sea. Red Sea is before them, and the Egyptians are coming towards them. The Pharaoh has changed his mind again, and so now he's going to get his slaves back, and the people are scared to death. And so they speak out of this fear, and they say, starting in verse 12, "Is this not the word that we told you in Egypt, saying, 'Let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians'? For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness." And Moses said to the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians whom you see today, you shall see again no more forever." So the people are being very human, as we are sometimes, and acting out of the immediate perception instead of thinking big picture. And they're acting out of their fear. And, they have been freed, but then there comes a moment of seeming hardship, seeming danger, and they react. They don't respond, they react. And Moses has to basically remind them who it is with them, and telling them to not be afraid, and that they're going to see the salvation of the Lord. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. He's reminding them who got them to this point. They know what happened with the plagues. They know the power of God. They're getting ready to know the power of God even more. But this moment where in just looking at what they're perceiving, they're assuming that the God that could overcome this extremely powerful kingdom, that somehow he couldn't fix this situation. So they need to be reminded who it was with them. Remember who's with you. This year, hopefully you are trying for, in fact, not just trying, but you are striving for, determined for, not just trying. I try to avoid using that word, actually. But doing your best to have that new year, that better year. And I pray that these are spiritual goals that you're working on. You're striving to become what Christ wants you to be. You'll have those times where you think, I can't do this. I can't overcome this. This is too much. This is too hard. Don't forget who's with you. If it's, in particular, spiritual goals, if it's something God's commanded, especially with him, you can do it. You have a great rest of the day, and Lord willing, be with you here in a few hours for Wednesday Words, and Shalom.